Blast into season 8.5.
Hello everyone, Guang Guang
Hey,
here.
Guang.
I'm thrilled to be back with you all again.
New hero, new map, and new map.
Welcome to season 8.5 of Marvel Rivals. Following the defeat of Alchemax Corporate Raiders, Jean Grey
Y'all hear
led
this?
the X-Men on a daring raid against Alchemax to rescue Cyclops.
Damn!
However,
Forgot that.
upon
I forgot
finding
about that,
him,
actually.
they discovered that prolonged exposure to chromium has left his eyes permanently open, unable to shut off his optic blasts. Scott desperately needed a vessel capable of absorbing infinite energy to stabilize his eyes. Meanwhile, Jean's Phoenix Force, previously crippled by now, was starved and severely weakened. In a heartfelt embrace, the two provided exactly what the other needed, finally giving the X-Men the reunion they deserved.
Okay.
In season 8.5, Cyclops
as a
reunites
duelist,
with his
let's go.
mutant brethren in Marvel Rivals. Operating as a duelist, the fearless leader of the X-Men enters the fray to unleash devastating optic blasts. In combat, Cyclops can fire powerful beams to strike enemies head-on or precisely calculate ricochets of the environment and enemies, leaving foes hiding in the backline or behind cover nowhere to run.
Dude,
He can
I
also
want to test out his
uniquely
abilities,
weaponize
bro.
the kinetic
Fuck.
recoil of his blasts to gracefully wave through the battlefield and secure the perfect vantage point. When he unleashes his ultimate ability, Scott removes all power inhibitors, unleashing an apocalyptic optic blast
power
that obliterates everything in its path.
Okay.
With this update, we are removing Wolverine from the Primal Flame team up.
Oh,
Instead,
okay.
Wolverine and Cyclops will forge a brand new team
Really?
up, Blast Slash.
Real. Blast Slash.
Cyclops serves as the anchor here. When activated, Cyclops supercharges Wolverine's adamantine claws with concentrated kinetic energy,
With kinetic
granting
energy.
Logan a massive boost to his melee attack range for a set duration. Additionally, Wolverine's vicious rampage ability will be replaced by kinetic claws, allowing Logan to spin and slash with his energized claws while dashing forward, dealing continuous damage to all surrounding enemies.
He just spins like blades
Season
now. What the
8.5
fuck?
introduces
Wait. Whoa. Wait, that was a new move. Actual new animation type shit.
will be replaced by kinetic claws, allowing Logan to spin and slash with
Bruh, what is this, bro? What? Is this just another blade animation? Like they do the freaking Emma kick and the Iron Fist kick, you know? They did the same animation with the Moon Knight kick in the PvE mode for the vampires. So Moon Knight, Emma Frost, and Iron Fist have the same like kick or whatever. And Rogue, yeah, Rogue. Hold on, let me see this again.
kinetic energy, granting Logan a massive boost to his melee attack range for a set duration. Additionally, Wolverine's vicious rampage ability will be replaced by kinetic claws, allowing
So does he press a button? So it's a button to activate.
granting Logan
Yeah, so right now he doesn't have it.
a massive
But once he
boost
has it,
to his range for
then
a set duration. Additionally,
he has more
Wolverine's
attack range.
vicious rampage
Did he say attack range?
granting Logan a massive boost to
Boost his melee attack range. Yeah, to boost his melee attack range.
his melee attack range for a set duration. Additionally, Wolverine's vicious rampage ability will be replaced by kinetic claws,
Okay, so when he dashes,
allowing Logan to spin
then he
and
becomes
slash.
freaking blade, bro. Like how does that even work? Like he would have to build so much momentum to spin like that. So this I don't know, I'm sorry, but like this animation doesn't make any sense to me because imagine doing that in real life, like trying to spin like really fast and then stopping all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Kinetic claws, allowing Logan to spin and slash with his
Like he would have to build so much momentum to spin using his legs or pushing off something. Like with a sword, it's a lot easier because you're like, you're doing this. You're spinning, like moving your body. But when you have claws like this, it's like you're doing fucking this shit, and like you're being a fucking, you're basically a Beyblade. Yeah, a Beyblade. Yeah.
while dashing forward, dealing cross while dashing forward, dealing continuous damage to all surrounding enemies.
Now imagine he had this team up with the Phoenix team up. Oh, that would have been Instaban Wolverine, but they didn't want to do that, so they removed him from that team up.
Season 8.5 introduces a massive new game mode, Bounty Annihilation, alongside its dedicated new map, Kunlun Shenlong Arena. After a long delay, the legendary tournament of the Heavenly Cities has officially commenced. Following a grueling series of preliminaries, the immortal weapons have reached the finals to test their might and mind. Will Lin prove himself worthy of the Iron Fist title? And who? Stay tuned to find out.
Rivals Summer Festival 2026. Ooh.
With the hit, we are bringing a brand new holiday event to all players, the Rivals Summer Festival.
Holiday,
Following the June 18th update, players can complete a series of events, including daily logins, to end up to 2,500 units.
Okay.
We've also prepared a fresh.
Ooh. Who's this? Oh, Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Who's this? Spider-Man? This is Squirrel Girl. It has to be Squirrel Girl. This is Spider-Man. This is a Mantis, I believe. Ooh. And then who's this? Captain America? This has to be Steve Rogers, right? The red and the... Ooh, who is this? Is this Emma Frost? Nah. Dude, I feel like this is Iron Man. Wait, no, it's actually... Wait. No, I see the eye. No. It's Doctor Strange. That's 100% Doctor Strange. Yeah, dude, that's Doctor Strange, bro. That has to be Doctor Strange. He's sitting, Chris Christopherson reading a book, and then the eye is on his freaking neck. Yeah. That's Doctor Strange, bro. Doctor Strange. I don't know who this is. Wait, no, that's Daredevil because of this chain. DD. Mantis. Wait. There can't be another Mantis one, right? So that's Lady Loki. Wait. W Marvel Rivals. W Marvel Rivals.
Fresh batch of highly requested.
It is Emma Frost. Oh, how did I know? Oh my god. It was Emma Frost, bro. I'd say a lot more men. Yeah, a lot more guys. Costumes. Okay, so there's 2 guys, 3 girls here, and then there's 4 guys and 2 girls. So 5 girls and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 guys technically and 5 girls. Okay, I don't know about this Widow skin. I mean, nobody really plays Widow, but the skin is actually pretty nice. Squirrel Girl. I mean, they made her, they drew her a little bit less thick in this design. No way, that's not Squirrel Girl. That's White Fox. Oh, I am so stupid. Of course, if there was Squirrel Girl, then she would be a lot thicker. Oh my god, bro. So it is White. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm just reading off a body type. My bad. Yeah, I assumed this was Mantis too, but this is not Mantis. This is Lady Loki.
Exciting. Let's see. A new social hub, Hellfire Bay Beach.
A new social hub. Huh. So we can go to the beach now. We can go to the beach now, guys. We can go to the beach now in a video game. That's crazy.
This update.
We can go to a beach now in a video game. That's crazy. You just thought about that?
Some gorgeous photos.
A beach.
Hang out on the
city now beach.
Or even take a dip in the ocean. We hope you make a...
I wonder how far you can go. If there's like a swimming animation too. If there's a swimming animation, that'd be pretty cool. Or like an animation with the sand. That should be pretty cool too.
Best. And capture some incredible summer memories in Marvel Rivals. Working hard in the lab, tweaking the balance numbers. So please keep an eye out for a detailed balance adjustments announcement coming soon. Ignite the battle.
And that's it. Dang. W Division, W Marvel Rivals, W NetEase. Everyone wants to watch me yap and talk about good versus evil, and no one wants to talk to me while I'm watching the Division, bro. That's crazy. Can we just talk about that? Anyway. Alright, it's time. Lock in. Cyclops, the fearless leader. He's a duelist. We saw this in the Division. Ignite the battle. Let's go. Duelist, Cyclops. Yes.
Victory is in my sight.
Okay.
Right on target! Get off my lawn! Full blast!
The fuck? He can fly?
Extreme force!
Okay, I got
Propulsion beam!
the fuck? How did he just do that?
No more holding back! Optic fury!
The fuck?
To me, my X-Men.
Bro. Run that back. Run that shit back. Hold on. Hold your ass. Hold your ass.
Victory is in my sight.
Wait. Okay, so that's his primary. What's this? Light.
Right on target!
What did he just do there? Wait. Back up.
Right on
Oh, he used his E. I guess that's his ricocheting beam.
target!
And then his left shift allows him to pull back.
Get off my lawn!
Okay. Oh, he can beam down. He can beam down and beam him back, beam him up. And how can he just stay in the air?
Blast!
What is keeping him up? What is he using his primary? Oh no, he's using his secondary. His secondary allows him to stay up. And I think his secondary goes from target to target. E allows him to ricochet from walls. Yeah, that's his E. So his E allows him to go from the arch to from the ground and connect to the enemies in an area. But his right click allows him to go from character to character, enemy to enemy. Whereas his E allows him to go from like the ground or the wall to an enemy. Oh, interesting. So he can finish a kill with his E. There's a cooldown on his E in between each shot. And he's using his right click right now. Does it build back up over time?
Propulsion beam!
Wait, can you move? Can you move from side to side when you're backing away?
Propulsion beam!
You can move from side to side while pulling away. Wait.
Propulsion beam!
Yeah, he's using a left shift to back up, to get out. No. Okay, so his right click builds back up over time after not being moved. Okay.
No more!
What's his
Propulsion
reload
beam!
animation? It's an interesting.
No more holding back!
And his ultimate, bro. His ultimate looked insane, bro. Holy.
Optic fury!
His beam goes from the ground all the way up, bro. So it's like this. So yeah, so it's like this. Like if I'm facing this way, the beam is going from here to here. It's like it's going like this, you know? Like from here to here. That's crazy. It's crazy, bro. You can get beam. You can beam yourself up. That's a cinematic shot, bro. Like actually. Is there like a burn effect? How did they die? They were all 1 HP. Does he apply anything?
Fury! Optic fury!
So is Optic Fury his ult line, or is it like it has to be his ult line, right? And then, or it could be the ally ult line. I'm not too sure. Why is the quality? Oh, my bad. The quality was only at 1080. That's why it was like that.
To
It
me,
has to be like a
my
burn effect.
X-Men.
Okay, he does say to me my X-Men. That's crazy. I can't believe I did all that in 1080p. Alright, let's go with the map. They're releasing this map too. Did they talk about this in the Dev Vision? Yeah, because I don't remember them talking about this in the Dev Vision. Shenlong. Hunlun. So it's another Hunlun map. But it's the arena. That's where, yeah. Shallow, yeah. Is there any Easter eggs in here? Nothing so far. There's like a... No paintings or anything like that. There's no fog. I wonder what this... the gimmick might be the little boosters. Boosters? Or, yeah. Base things. What was that last shot? What was this last shot? Seems like a lot of swords. No. What kind of...
Fight on, immortal weapons.
Ooh, the heart of Shala.
The tournament is afoot.
Wait, this might be the map for the new 18 versus 18 Bounty Annihilation. Wait, it might be. It might be, bro. Wait. It might be for 18 versus 18. Yeah, that map might be for the 18 versus 18 Annihilation. It might be.
Only
it is, bro.
will emerge
It is.
victorious. Who shall it be?
It is. Perfect. Oh my god.
Maximum pulse.
But the only difference is instead of 6v6 is 18 versus 18. They took the game mode that didn't work in the 6v6 setup now to 18 versus 18. What is this? I want to see this. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm playing this game mode. Oh, he just ambushed him. Actually ambushed. Dinosaur Punisher, the Dinosaur Punisher. Moons! The moon! Oh my god, this is a giant X. Bro, this black cat just feasting, killing everybody, bro. Oh, that's something at the end?
My fist is fired up. You're on my
radar. What is that? I want to check out that map and that game mode. Huh? Oh my god, I can already tell. Ooh, they are touching heroes that need to be touched by the Marvel Rivals community, not by the Marvel Rivals Reddit or Twitter community, by the Marvel Rivals Discord community and the community that's on Steam and the community that's on console and the community that's just playing the game right now. Like, they don't even have to be on Discord or any social media platforms. They even have to be. They could simply just be playing the game. Like, that's where the community is. The community could simply just be playing the game. Like, in the game right now as we speak. That's the community. Like, that's the community. The community isn't just what's on our social media platforms. The community is who is playing the game right now, not just whoever's making content for it or whoever, like, it's not the Marvel Rivals community, if you will, is not people who are doing content for it. The Marvel Rivals community are the people who are playing the game. They're not even paying attention to what's meta, what's not meta. It's the people who are playing the fucking game, bro. That's the Marvel Rivals community. Not the people, like, the people who do play the game, sometimes scroll on social media and consume Marvel Rivals content, whatever. But sometimes, most of the time, people who consume Marvel Rivals content don't even play the game, bro. And even if you do play the game, you'd rather be playing the game than consuming content of it. And I understand that, I understand that. But still, either you're trying to get better or you just simply enjoy the person that you're watching, Okay, adjustments. Vanguard, okay. Time streams influx once again. The battlefield is getting a cosmic recap. I am not a casual player. I just like to say that right now. I am not a casual player. And yeah. And I will get mad if I don't have fun. Anyway, I will get mad if I don't have fun, and I will get mad if I do not feel appreciated for what I do. Anyway, the time stream is in flux once again. The battlefield is getting cosmic recalibration. The prehistoric fury of Devil Dinosaur has been tempered, and we're reigning in the long range poke from Star Lord and Phoenix. Meanwhile, brawlers like Rogue and Blade are getting the green light to get up close and personal. Oh, from the depths of Atlantis to the far reaches of the cosmos, here's everything you need to know about the latest balance shift. Vanguard, Angela. Asgard's assassin is now swifter and sturdier than ever. Angela's survivability and mobility get a slight boost. Reduce Assassin's charge cooldown from 6 seconds to 4 seconds. And shielded stance increase shielded value from 300 to 350. Upon canceling the shield, increase shield recovery rate from 50 seconds to 60 seconds. Reduce the interval between shield uses from 1.5 seconds to 1 second. And I'm not saying the journey sucks, because if the journey was worth it, then I would do the journey. Okay? If the journey was so fun, then I would do that. The journey to get what you want, there's gonna be days where you do not want to do anything. And on those days, you still have to do something because of the thing that you want. And I'm not saying do the thing that you don't want to do the thing that you do want. What people say, what people mean when they say even though you feel like shit, you still gotta do it. What they mean by that is the thing that you want to do, even though you may not feel like doing it today, and yet you still like doing that thing, you still gotta do it. If you like cookies, right? If you like cookies, you gotta eat those cookies every fucking day. There's gonna be days where you do not want to eat that fucking cookie, and you will still eat that cookie. You still gotta eat the cookie. You still got to. Your body's gonna reject it. Like, and cookies is just an analogy. It's not cookies essentially. Okay, cookies are not that good for you. The food itself, the substance itself, is not that good for you. I mean, is it a good treat? Yeah, every once in a while, maybe not every day. You see, that's what I'm saying. If you want something, if you're obsessed with something, you gotta do that every day to be the best at it. You like cookies? Know every cookie flavor. Know everything there is to know about cookies. I don't know. If you genuinely like something, do not let somebody ruin it for you, no matter how close they are to you. Because chances are they're just jealous. And so they will try to bring you down. They will blame you for things you didn't even do. You know what I mean? They will, because they're jealous of you, bro. Like that's just what it is. They're jealous of you, and so they will try to do everything to bring you down, everything in their power, because they're jealous of you. Like they just genuinely cannot fathom, like they can't wrap around their head that they don't need to be jealous. They don't need to be, but yet they are, and they can't help but feel envy. You know what I mean? So like whenever somebody comes up to me and says, "Oh, I wish I had a family," it's like, have you been with a family? Do you know what it's like to not get what you want, but to have things handed to you because they're of no use to the person who used to have it, and you have no use for it, but yet somebody just gives it to you because of the kindness of their heart? Of course you'll accept it, but then what are you gonna do with it? You don't need it. What are you gonna do with it? You know what I mean? Look, all I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter if you're good, if you're bad, if you're serious, unserious. Just enjoy your life. And there will always be people in the way of it. And they have to respect your wishes. You have to respect theirs. You can try to help them, but you have to know how to. If you don't know how, stick around. You never know when you'll actually be of help. Devil Dinosaur. Looks like a Moon Girl needs to put her big buddy on a slight diet. We're slightly reducing Devil Dinosaur's damage and survivability and crowd control to balance the experience for other vanguards facing him. Oh, everybody's been asking for this, bro. Okay, here's the thing about Devil. When he came out, he was fun. Did I play him in comp? No. Did I play him in quick match? A little bit. Do you know why I lost? The only time... Okay, so what makes Devil Dino so fun isn't his damage numbers. It's his abilities and how easy it is to use this guy. It's so easy to get the concept of how to use Devil Dino. It's the same concept with Emma. When somebody gets close, you punish them for being out of position. Remove the knockdown effect. Ooh, remove the knockdown effect from the impact beam. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh my god. Now flyers are gonna cook Devil, bro. Oh my god. Flyers are gonna cook Devil, bro. God, bro. Yeah, no one's banning the Dino anymore. You know what they're banning now? They're banning Angela. No, see, no, they're not banning Angela. She just has her Assassin's Charge a lot sooner, and her shield stands up a lot more. Okay, so she gets her shield more often, and she can use it more often. Increase buddy barrier cooldown from. Oh my god. He has no shields. He has a shield less. Reduce the percentage damage per second of the bleed effect from 3 seconds to 1.5 seconds. So it's not the amount you put on, because once you bite them, that's the amount you put on. It's the tick damage after you put the bleed. Oh. Okay, so yeah, still gonna be the same, but you can't really rely on like the ticking to kill them off. Now you have to actually do more damage instead of relying on the bleed itself. I mean, you can rely on the bleed, like if they're very low, yeah. Not unless they're like full HP. All right, moving on. Magneto, the mutant revolution will not be stopped. We're increasing the functionality and threat level of Magneto's ultimate ability. Increased Meteor M ultimate ability maximum duration from 4 seconds to 5 seconds. Okay, so his ult is actually longer now. So you have to hold it. You have to hold on to it a lot longer. Okay. Increases damage dealt when fully charged from 300 to 300. Ooh. After like the circle is done, like after you're done holding it for that time of the circle is done, it's 350 instead of 300. But if you take in damage along with the fully charged, then it does a lot more damage. Now we're going on to Rogue. Last Vanguard. Sugar. I don't know how to do Rogue's country accent. She's tougher than ever. Anna gets a slight increase in her mobility and survivability. Okay. I guess this is because of the CC effects, the fucking tenacity. Yeah, this has to be compensation because of tenacity. Decrease the cooldown of fatal attraction from 14 seconds to 12 seconds. Okay. So she gets her fatal attraction a lot more up. Okay. Reduce energy consumption when using defensive stance. Energy consumption. What is that? Alright, fatal attraction is her shift. Increase absorbed damage energy conversion ratio from 35% to 55. Oh, so the absorbed damage energy conversion rate is increased, but the rate that it's being consumed at is a lot less. What's defensive stance? Oh, defensive stance is when she's taking in. Oh, okay, yeah. So she's consuming less energy per second, but from that energy conversion, it goes from 35% to 50. Oh, okay. So she does more damage. Duelist Black Cat. Oh my god. That's an essay. Felicia's luck might have finally run out. We're increasing the fortune cost to pro. Ooh, I did hear somebody say that they should do this. Increasing the fortune cost to purchase relics, decreasing her fortune acquisition efficiency, and lowering her survivability and damage. Reduce Cat's Cradle damage from 50 to 40. Okay, remove one shard. Sorry, what's Cat's Cradle? It's her shift. It's the thing that allows her to move. Anyway, so reduce Cat's Cradle damage from 50 to 40. Remove one charge. Okay, so she can only dash once, and it only does 40 damage, changing it to a cooldown. Oh, and reduce the cooldown from 10. Okay, so now there's only one charge of it, and it's a cooldown. Okay, yeah. So there's only one charge. It does less damage, but it's up more often. Yeah, it's up more often. Reduce the Phantom Pursuit damage from 75 to 78. So she does less damage on her Phantom Pursuit, which is... So whenever she activates Fortune's Favor. Yeah, she activates Fortune's Favor, and then now her E becomes this instead of Turn of Fortune. It becomes Phantom Pursuit, yeah. Phantom Pursuit. Her left click becomes Claw Whip after using Fortune's Favor, yeah. So Phantom Pursuit is... She can't get damage, and she quickly dashes to an enemy and then comes back. Increase the fortune costs for Chernobog's Crystal, Ring of Zona, and Mental Face from 200 to 300, okay? Increase the fortune cost for Valentine Flame Orb from 100 to 300. Oh, and it can no longer reveal enemies behind objects. So if it can't reveal enemies behind objects, then what is this supposed to do now? Conjure an orb of mystical Valentine flame to reveal and mark all nearby enemies. So you can mark them, but now you can't see them behind walls? Okay, yeah, these are some massive nerfs to Daredevil, to Devil Dino and Black Cat. Holy fuck. No wall hacks anymore. Like actually changing the way that their abilities work and increasing costs. So now Black Cat has to really attack them. Oh my god. Reduce calling card ultimate ability dash targeting distance from 60 to 40. Oh, it was at 60 meters, bro. God damn. You could go from all the way across the map, bro. Holy shit. When we tested her out for the first time, I thought that shit was insane. Bro, that's like the whole practice range, bro. What the fuck? Participating in eliminations no longer refreshes the remaining duration. Instead, it adds 3 seconds to the current remaining time, up to a maximum of 10 seconds, increasing the ultimate second hit base damage from 30 to 70, but remove the percentage damage for 250 health enemies. Total damage of 2 attacks is reduced from 110 to 100. For 600 health enemies, total damage of 2 attacks is reduced from 180 to 100. Additionally, reduce the fortune gain from this attack from 300 to 200. Oh my god. Let me read that shit again. Participating in eliminations no longer refreshes the remaining duration. Instead, it adds 3 seconds to the current remaining time, up to a maximum of 10 seconds. Oh, so it's a lot harder. Okay. So even if you get a kill, you have to keep getting kills. Ah, it doesn't just stay up. It doesn't just get reset for another 10 seconds. Like I bet you if Bucky's ultimate had like a countdown, people would be like, "What the fuck? That's so long." But Bucky's ult doesn't have a countdown, so people don't actually know how long it stays up after he gets the reset. See, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe NetEase shouldn't have done the countdown, but it's up to them. Increase the ultimate's second hit base damage from 30 to 70. Okay, so the second hit base damage is increased, but remove the percentage damage for 250 health enemies. Total damage at 2 attacks is reduced from 110 to 100. So the 2 attacks now only do 100 damage. For 600 health enemies, total damage of 2 attacks is reduced from 180 to 100. Oh, okay. So now for 250 and 600 health enemies, now it's only 100. So you only do 100 to both. Okay. Additionally, reduce the fortune gain. Okay, so Black Cat is gonna be unfun. Devil Dino is gonna be unfun, balanced but unfun. And what? Okay, so actually, what I mean by that is the people who are skilled are gonna work their ass off now. People who are not that skilled, don't grind, are gonna not touch that character. They're just not going to look at that character. They're not going to touch that character. They're not going to do anything with that character. It has nothing to do with them, bro. Like, it's nothing to do. But every person who has a high skill ceiling that wants that dopamine, that wants to be better, to be the best. Oh yeah, dude. They're gonna feast. Okay, they're gonna eat, bro. Eat this shit up, bro. You gotta eat it, consume it, and shit it out. But right now, it's like, but all the people who are not like that, yeah, this sucks for them because now they don't have that fear factor anymore. Whereas before, they would just play, they would just casually hop on Black Cat and be like, "Yo, I can do this. Wait, I can't do that." And now they're gonna hop on and be like, "Wait, I thought it gave me this amount." I go, "Wait, why is this so expensive? What the fuck? I don't want to play this character." I mean, it'd be another thing if it didn't cost anything. If it didn't cost anything, everybody would play this character. Nobody would not play this character. Everybody would play this character. But the people who are high ranks and who play this character, this game to a competitive level, nobody would be having fun. Like genuinely, if you made the relics not cost anything, it'd be fun for casuals. But for competitive people, it would be free eats for them. It would be like it'd be like this game's a joke. This game's not real. You know what I mean? This game is not real if it was just so easy. You know what I mean? If it was just so easy, this game's not real. This game's actually not real. But because they're making it harder, oh, we're bringing it back. We are bringing it back. We're reeling it in. You know what I mean? NetEase threw it out there. Now we're reeling it back. All right. Now they're reeling it back. Anyway, shit. All right. Blade. The Daywalker is ready to carve up the competition. We slightly increase Blade's close range combat capabilities. Okay, Blade Bug. See how this goes. Increase the unstoppable duration provided after each use of Scarlet Shroud from 0.4 seconds to 1 second. And I absolutely know what that ability is. 100% don't need to look up what Scarlet Shroud is or anything like that. No. Because I know it's his parry. It's his parry with his essential sword that allows him to become unstoppable for a brief period, reducing damage taken from the front and decreasing the cooldown of Daywalker. Like, I totally knew that without looking at it. Anyway, while in sword stance, increase the initial hit damage of Daywalker Dash from 20 to 30, and increase the damage per spin from 8 to 10. Total damage increased from 52 to 70. So they're doing more damage and increasing the damage to 10 to a total of 70. And the initial hit is from 20 to 30, so more initial hit damage and an increase in damage per spin from 8 to 10 for a total of 70. Let's see. Daredevil. The man without fear will need to rely a bit more on his other senses now. We're reducing Daredevil's ability to scout enemy team positions while roaming the outskirts and lowering his engagement distance and post-engagement survivability. So rely a bit more on his other senses now. Oh, so we're toning him down. Let's see where this goes. Is he still ban worthy? Survey says reduce radar senses a maximum detection range from 40 to 50. Okay, so he can still see behind walls, but at a shorter range. Reduce Sonic Pursuit's dash targeting distance from 20 meters to 12 meters. Okay, so he can only dash towards Sonic Pursuit targets from 12-meter distance instead of, so he has to get a lot closer to them if he wants to dash them. If he wants to dash at them while they have the Sonic Pursuit target on top of them. And then reduce objections duration from 1.5 seconds to 1.2. Oh, so his objections is his like kind of block and deflect. His block and deflect ability. That thing that he can hold for 1.5 seconds now is 1.2 seconds, so it's 0.3 seconds less. Like Daredevil mains needed 0.3 seconds less, and now their character is ruined. No, I'd say the character is still playable. If you play Daredevil and like Black Cat and Devil Dino to like a top tier level, these changes to your characters, these nerfs, if you will, are not that bad. They're a lot better for the casuals. They're a lot better for people who don't know how to play the character. They're a lot worse for the people who do know how to play the character. Now, how worse? Not that worse. Because that's what made their characters so OP was those things. That's literally what made their characters so OP. Now, taking those OP things away makes the casuals have less fun with them, because those things that the devs took away is what the casuals abused. Now, the casuals don't know how to play the character that well. They just know, okay, this is cheap, I'm gonna buy that. They just know, oh, this takes down fires, okay, I'm gonna use that. That's all they know. That's the brain of a casual player. The casual player is monkey see, monkey do. Like, they like to turn their brain off. Like, that's what it is. But when you're actually locked in, you don't do that. You actually turn on your brain and say, I could do that, but why would I do that if they're not close? I would only do that if they're close enough for me to do it. You see, a person with a brain would know that. But now you can't even ground knockdown. You don't even have the knockdown effect for Devil Dino after the 12th anymore for the impact beam. So now you're gonna have to use it just to apply bleed. And how many casuals are gonna know that? You know what I mean? How many new players are gonna know that instinctively? You know what I mean? They're not gonna know that, bro. They have to look that shit up. They're gonna be like, oh, what's that red thing in that person's bar? Oh, what's that like red tier on my bar? They're gonna be scratching their head for like 5,000 years until until somebody tells them what the fuck it is, or unless they use their brain and press F1 and I press F1 so that and they read the descriptions of every single ability. Like I swear to God to you, I'm telling you right now, no one is going to read the description of the hero's abilities unless they are locked in. No one is going to read that shit, bro. No one's going to read that shit, bro. Only the people who take this game to a top tier level are going to read that shit over and over and over again. If you're just casual, don't read it. If you're just casual, I don't expect you to read it. I just expect you to do fuck all. Like, I expect you to do the least amount of work there is to do. Okay, it's one thing if you don't know, it's another thing if you do know but you're purposefully not doing it. Okay, and for me, sometimes I don't even know, or sometimes I forget. Like, even at the top level, top level, people make mistakes. But what separates pros from other pros is their work ethic and how they approach the game. Kind of like, I'll use Kobe, right? Kobe Bryant. He trains day in and day out because for him, his competition is himself. He's only trying to beat himself. So, like, he wakes up at a unreasonable time. Like, he wakes up so early. My God, and he does the same thing over and over again. Like, over and over again. He does the same layup for 500 times. It's like, why, bro? Like, if you're not interested in basketball, you're sitting there like, why, bro? Why are you doing that? Just like right now. Like, some of my friends are like, why are you staying up all night playing Marvel Rivals? It's like, do you think I'm like, what do you think, bro? What do you think? It's the same reason why Kobe Bryant plays. It's the same reason why Kobe Bryant fucking does the same layup for 400 reps. You know what I mean? Like, he does that thing. He does the same thing at 4 o'clock in the morning for 4 hours. It's insane. It's insane. Like why? No human would want to do that unless they really love it. You know what I mean? God, like, bro, no one loves basketball that much. Well, you'd be wrong. You'd be surprised how much people love basketball. You'd be surprised how much people love Marvel Rivals. You'd be surprised how much people love living. Like, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how much people love smoking. You'll be surprised how much people love doing this, love doing that. You'd be surprised. You'd sit there like, why? Why is this person doing that? You don't know why, so don't question it. Just let them do what they want to do. If you truly are curious, then ask and don't be surprised by what they say. Because it's not for you to understand. If you really want to, then do the same thing that they're doing. Then you will begin to understand. You will begin to see what they see. But because you're not doing what they're doing, then you truly don't want to know. So why do you even ask? Ever thought about that? Anyway, with the knockdown, yep. So Elsa Bloodstone. The Bloodstone legacy grows stronger. Elsa is getting an increase to her instinct accumulation speed for a slight bump to her baseline performance. Reduce the damage required to upgrade the passive skill inherited instinct from 1667 to 1111. They had some fun with these numbers, I'm telling you, bro. So they just gave Elsa a buff. The damage to rating version multipliers increased from 0.0006 to 0.0009. Flame on, Johnny. We are slightly increasing Human Torch's mobility. Reduce flaming meteor cooldown from 20 seconds to 15 seconds. Reduce plasma body's single charge energize time from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. Okay, so they're buffing Human Torch. Okay, so he can do his flaming meteor ability more now, and he can move a lot more now. Moon Knight. Khonshu demands a bit more precision from his avatar. Mark is getting a reduction to his damage capability. Ooh, Moon Knight is getting a debuff. Reduce Crescent Dart single shot damage from 25 to 23. Reduce Moonblade damage from 80 to 70. If you really love something, you won't stop. Like, if you like to dance, you dance when no one's dancing. When no one wants to dance. When you don't even want to dance, you dance. You know what I mean? Because if you always do something when you want to do it, even though you love it, you will not be better than the person who does it regardless they want to do it or not. And what I mean by that, okay, isn't do something you don't want to do. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, if your goal is to be fit, to be shredded, if that is your goal, there will be days you don't want to go to the gym, that you know you want to go to the gym, that you are scheduled to go, like you scheduled yourself to go to the gym, but when you wake up, you're gonna be like, I don't want to go to the gym. I physically can't go to the gym. I'm this, I'm that. It's like, no, you gotta go to the gym. Got it. Unless, like, you have a broken leg, you'll be fine, because that's your goal. That's your goal. Your goal is to be buffed, to be shredded. If that is your goal, then you go out and do it. No matter how you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. If it's not gonna kill you, you'll be fine. You will be fine. But if it's something that you generally don't want to do and you're doing something for someone else's goal, you can decide to do it. You can decide not to do it. That's up to you. because it's not your goal. It's not something that you prioritize. But if it's something that you prioritize, then you have to go do it for you. And this is something that I prioritize myself. And man, it is getting harder by the day, but I will still push through however I can. Who said any of this was easy? When crescent darts and moon blades bounce between enemies or onks. Adjusted damage attenuation per bounce from 80% to 70%. Moon Knight will now deal less damage when bouncing attacks among multiple targets or off onks. Oh. Damn, so you can't turn your brain off anymore when you're playing Moon Knight. Oh, bro. Dang. You know, every time I go on Moon Knight, it's not to actually be good on Moon Knight, you know what I mean? Like when I go on DPS, I simply go on DPS because I know I can't aim. So I only go on DPS like for achievements, for units. Like I don't really go on DPS unless there's achievements involved or units involved. If there's achievements or units involved, I'll go on DPS. Otherwise, I never touch that role. I don't want to be on that role because at the end of the day, it's who has the better DPS. And I'm not your better DPS. I'll tell you that right now. If I wanted to be the better DPS, I would put more time into one specific character. The only reason I have Lord Moon Knight is for one reason only, is to get those 100 units at level 18. Yeah, at level 18. Okay, that's the only reason. And most of the time, I played them in 18 versus 18, spamming the onks. I was spamming the onks. I tried to do this gameplay loop where I would just try to build up ult and then try to make my way to their backline and then ult the backline and then onk in between the supports so that they can't move, and then I would maybe get a kill. But that was the gameplay loop I was trying to go for. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't work. Namor. The king of Atlantis commands the tides with greater frequency. Namor's monstro spawns are getting a slight coverage increase. Increase the aquatic dominion cooldown reduction granted when Trident of Neptune hits enemies from 1 second to 1.3 seconds. Okay, so the cooldown is being reduced more, if I'm understanding this correctly. When the Phoenix, is there a nerf for her? The cosmic flames are burning a little less brightly from afar. We're slightly reducing We're slightly reducing Jean's flanking, sustain, and mid to long range capabilities. Reducing the healing over time provided after detonating sparks from 10 per second to 5 per second. Cosmic flames damage fall off. Adjust maximum damage fall off at 30 meters from 75% to 65%. The distance to KO a 250 health enemy with 2 critical hits is shortened from 18 meters to 16 meters. At maximum fall off, single hit damage is reduced from 45 to 39. So she heals less over time. Okay, and then the Cosmic Flames damage fall off. So the damage fall off is at 30 meters, but they're adjusting it from 75 to 65%. So the distance to KO a 250 health enemy with 2 critical hits is shortened from 18 meters to 16 meters. And then at maximum fall off, single hit damage is reduced from 45 to 39. The number of hits required to KO a 250 health enemy is increased from 5 to 6. Okay, so it takes more hits to kill a 250 health enemy. Okay, so let's see how this is. We'll try it in the practice range on Friday. I'll try to wake up as early as I can. I would have to because I work that day. I'm selling tacos on that day, bro. Star-Lord. Time to get a little closer for those legendary plays. Peter's baseline mid to long range damage capabilities are getting toned down. Element guns damage fall off. Adjust maximum damage fall off at 25 meters from 65% to 50%. This does not affect his ultimate ability. So the damage is, instead of 65% of his overall damage, now it's only to 50%. But it doesn't affect his ultimate ability. So it's still at 65% for damage fall off at 25 meters for his ultimate ability, but not for his neutral play. For his neutral play, he still gets 50 bullets. Strategists. The Golden Gladiator's Cosmic Karma flows more smoothly. We're slightly increasing Adam's damage to healing conversion efficiency. Increase the Avatar life stream charge time reduction when Cosmic Cluster hits enemies from 0.48 seconds to 0.6 seconds. Oh, so he's getting So every time he hits a cosmic cluster. Okay, so when he hits a cosmic cluster, the charge time reduction is instead zero point 0.6 seconds instead of 0.48 seconds. Alright. Cloak and Dagger. The Divine Duo brings even more light to the shadows. Cloak and Dagger are seeing an increase in baseline healing capabilities. When Light Force Dagger directly hits allies, reduce the single target healing from 16 to 12, and increase the spell field healing from 16 to 20. Okay, so the splash healing, the healing that's outside of the direct healing, is now more, but the direct healing is less. The healing remains the same. Oh, for directly hit teammates, the healing. Oh, okay. But the AoE healing is increased. Oh, wait, what? Remains the same. What do you mean? Oh, I guess. Okay. Increase the healing boost ratio provided by Veil of Light Force ability from 15% to 20%. Okay, so this is only to Dagger. I won't say Cloak. This is only to Dagger, it seems. Yeah. And then they're not touching Cloak. Okay. Yeah, okay, so like the healing wall is now 20% instead of 15%. So there's more healing on the healing wall, okay? Deadpool. Strategist. The merc with the mouth is handing out even more band-aids. Wade is seeing a slight increase in his baseline healing capabilities. In gun form, increased bouncing bobblehead, continuous healing provided by the spell field from 40 per second to 50 per second standard, and from 50 per second to 55 per second upgraded. Gambit. Ooh, they're touching Gambit? What a rare sight. The Raging Cajun's biggest hand is losing a bit of its sting. We reduced the offensive capabilities of Gambit's ultimate. Okay. So reduce the bonus damage multiplier provided by the Raging Royal Flush ultimate ability from 25% to 20%. Reduce the movement speed bonus from 40% to 30%. Okay, so you're now even more slower and you get less bonus damage. You still have bonus damage and you still have a speed boost, but you have less of it now. Okay. I mean, to casuals, they're probably going to see the difference, and competitive players definitely going to see the difference. But in terms of gameplay overall, it's a small amount, like a 10% difference in speed. Nothing too significant. Going to Ultron. The Age of Ultron is facing some minor technical difficulties. Ultron's drone coverage range is taking a hit to lower the buff capabilities provided to allies, and we're reducing his ultimate ability charge speed. Ooh. Reduce imperative patch. Maximum drone attached distance from 35 meters to 30 meters. So the Age of Ultron is facing some minor technical difficulties. Okay, so they're nerfing Ultron. So now you have to be closer to Ultron in order for the imperative patch to be attached. Okay. Increase imperative firewall cooldown. Okay, so you get less shields. Shields come up less often. Okay. Increase the energy cost of Rage of Ultron. Ooh, okay, so yeah. It's a nerf to his shields and nerf to his healing. Oh my god. White Fox. Ooh, a nerf to this healer? Amihan's mystical charms are a little more contained. White Fox's baseline crowd control capabilities are being slightly reduced. Reduce the charm and invincibility spell field radius of spectral surge from 0.8 meters to 0.6 meters. What's spectral surge? Spectral surge is her right click. Oh, it's her. It's where it's her thing that she sends out. Okay, so you have to be more precise with it. Okay, adjusted or removed. Explosive entanglement. The Gambit Magneto Rogue. Oh, the mutant drama is cooling down just a bit. Oh, thank God. These three. Oof. Reduce the healing and damage provided by Hearts as One Rogue. What? Reduce? And what? Rogue is good with the team up. Now they're reducing her healing and damage with it? It's even less healing. It was at 55 before? Like right now it's at 55? God damn. And Rogue was good with the team up. Now she's so good with the team up. Better than without the team up. But they nerfed her team up. So now it's even less good than what it was. Final note. Yeah, overall I think it's pretty good.